youngest son in the family. I'm also the emotional one. During the last 2-3 weeks, since my dad was in the hospital, I had time to really reflect on his life and what he's done throughout his life for the church, his ministry, and for our family as well. My dad was a very fun person to be with. If you didn't know him, he could become your best friend the next day. He'd be taking you around in his beat-up minivan, speak to you about God, have coffee and croissant at the local cafe. That's what my dad enjoyed doing. He was a very kind man, very welcoming, and very generous with his time. He enjoyed hosting a lot of parties, gatherings at his house, at church, and I'm sure he's very proud of what's happening today, that we celebrate his life, and what we did yesterday as well. As my brother mentioned, he loves to invite our family over to have, and he would cook us couscous, a Moroccan dish, and me and my brother, we love it, but the rest of our family didn't like it. But this is something that I will miss greatly. He really loved his grandchildren. He was very, very proud of his 9 grandchildren. Everywhere he go, introduce to friends or anybody that he would see, he would always say, "Hey, I have 9 grandchildren, you know that?" And he would give each of the names. He was very proud and he loved them so much. He would love them so much that he would give them very ridiculous gifts. My dad tends to give very ridiculous gifts to everyone. He was a little bit silly, but his heart was there. There was a purpose. I remember one Christmas when the 9 grandchildren were still very young, little babies, maybe from babies to 6-7 years old. He gave them flashlights as a Christmas gift. And the whole family was like, "Dad, why would you give them flashlights?" And the kids would just turn them on and off, flash them in their eyes. And it was very ridiculous, but knowing my dad, he didn't have much to give. He wanted them to have something to play with, to light up the day, the night. And lastly, his love of God and his faith. He was a very strong man with a lot of faith. There's a story he will always remind me. When I was young, middle-aged, even lately in my late 30s, everything is possible. There was a life story that my father would share with me. That it's a story how I nearly wasn't supposed to be part of this world. I wasn't supposed to be born at all. When doctors were saying to abort me due to some complication, but my dad with my mom and their strong faith, they kept me alive. And I was born. I thank you, Dad, for giving me life, keeping your faith all up, and up until your very last days, that I kept faith that a miracle will happen. But then I finally realized that you will be healed in heaven and there will be no more suffering for you, Dad. And you won the race. You did a good job. Well done. And rest in peace, Dad. We love you.